Hi guys, I thought I'd do a bookshelf tour today. I don't know how far I'll get with it because I have 2 bookshelves and 2 carts and some books stashed around in other places in the house. But I'm just going to start and we'll see how far we get. I'm giving you a sort of a quick overview of my main bookshelf. And so we'll get right into it. This is the top of my bookshelf, and up here I have some empty LitJoy magical crate boxes and some books that are mainly all blue. And we have The Mummy Case by Elizabeth Peters, Riding Rockets by astronaut Mike Mullane. This is a signed copy. Love Saves the Day by Gwen Cooper. Martha's Vineyard, Isle of Dreams by Susan Branch. The Little White Horse by Elizabeth Googe. My Reading Life by Pat Conroy. Lots of Candles, Plenty of Cake by Anna Quindlen. City of Dark Magic by Magnus Flight. The Uncommoners by Jennifer Bell. And that was the top of my bookshelf, and this is the first shelf. And on this shelf I have some candles. Most of them came in LitJoy crates. I have the Alchemy Shell candle, the Deluminator candle, Doxy Dust. I have a little potion. It came from Wizarding Trunk, and some more LitJoy candles, and a little graduation girl figure that was on my cake for my college graduation, and an ink pen. And I have A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, A Shadow of Night, The Book of Life, and Time's Convert, all by Deborah Harkness. The Cry of the Ice Mark and The Last Battle of the Ice Mark, both by Stuart Hill. The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, The Blood of Olympus, all by Riordan. The Mark of Athena, Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor, Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer, all by Riordan. The Painted Queen and He Shall Thunder in the Sky by Elizabeth Peters, Temples, Tombs, and Hieroglyphs by Barbara Mertz, which is Elizabeth Peters' real name. Return to Sullivan's Island and The Last Original Wife by Dorothea Benton Frank. When the Wind Blows and Four Blind Mice by James Patterson. Final Countdown, NASA and the End of the Space Shuttle Program by Pat Duggins. Untying the Moon by Ellen Malthus. Guardian of the Horizon, Lion in the Valley, Crocodile on the Sandbank by Elizabeth Peters. Silhouette in Scarlet, The Golden One, The Deeds of the Disturber, all by Elizabeth Peters. Nothing is Impossible by Christopher Reeve. On the second shelf, I have my original paperback editions of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. The 10th anniversary edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The U.S. Collector's Edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. My Spanish editions of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. The original U.S. edition of the Tales of Beetle the Bard, and a Bloomsbury edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. These are the U.S. editions of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, but they are in the Nerdy Ink dust jackets. Also in the Nerdy Ink dust jackets are Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. The U.S. Collector's Editions of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. This is my Lord of the Rings and C.S. Lewis shelf. This is the motion picture soundtrack for The Hobbit. Unfinished Tales, the Book of Lost Tales 1 and the Book of Lost Tales 2, all by J.R.R. Tolkien, edited by Christopher Tolkien. The Languages of Tolkien's Middle-earth by Ruth S. Noel, and The Tolkien Reader by J.R.R. Tolkien. The U.S. Ballantine paperback versions of The Hobbit, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien. The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien, illustrated by Ted Naismith. The Maps of Tolkien's Middle-earth by Brian Sibley and John Howe. 2 copies of the U.S. First edition of the Silmarillion by Tolkien. The Lord of the Rings and Philosophy, 1 book to rule them all, edited by Gregory Basham and Eric Bronson. A Middle-earth Traveler, Sketches from Bag End to Mordor by John Howe. A collector's edition of The Lord of the Rings. There and Back Again, and this is just a little notebook journal. Tales from the Perilous Realm by J.R.R. Tolkien with illustrations by Alan Lee. The Chronicles of Narnia, the original novels by C.S. Lewis. My Bible, the New Living Translation. The Blue Sword and the Hero and the Crown by Robin McKinley. The Lord of the Rings, the Making of the Movie Trilogy by Brian Sibley. The Lord of the Rings, the Official Movie Guide by Brian Sibley. The Lord of the Rings, the Complete Visual Companion by Jude Fisher. The Lord of the Rings, The Art of the Fellowship of the Ring by Gary Russell. And The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King Photo Guide, the illustrated story from New Line Cinema. And these are the little collectibles that I have on my Lord of the Rings shelf. A Funko Pop Galadriel. And this was I don't remember the name of the company. It was the company that was making all of the Lord of the Rings toys when the movies came out. This is an elven prologue warrior. And this is a glass cup from Burger King with some of my Lord of the Rings bookmarks in there. And this figure of an elf also came from Burger King. I think that's Celeborn. I don't have the full set. And then, of course, the Hallmark versions of Gandalf and Frodo. And this is my third shelf. And I have some candles and a Funko Pops Phoenix and some teacups from Lit Joy crates and another candle and some collectible cards. And on this shelf I have A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Frost and Starlight, A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, Jane Unlimited by Christian Kishore, A Treason of Thorns by Laura E. Weymouth, The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater, A River in the Sky by Elizabeth Peters, Saucer, Savage Planet by Stephen Kuntz, This Golden Flame by Emily Victoria, Crown of Feathers and Heart of Flames by Nikki Powell Prato, the Owl Crate edition of Heart of Flames. It's a signed edition with sprayed edges. The Collector's Edition of Dune by Frank Herbert, Seraphina and the Black Cloak by Robert Beatty, Doll Baby by Laura Lane McNeil, Happier at Home and the Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, Turn Right at Machu Picchu by Mark Adams, Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. And this is the fifth shelf on my bookshelf. This is my travel guide section. I'm not going to take all these books out. Most of them are travel guides to Florida and Disney World and Universal. I have some for Italy and Egypt, and the Amalfi Coast, Spain, Rome, and I have some Disney Funko Pop figures here, Tinkerbell, Rapunzel, Queen Elsa, Belle, Anna, and Aurora. Plus, I have a model of the space shuttle. And I realized that I didn't show you the Funko Pops and the other collectible items I have on my Harry Potter shelf. So in the left-hand corner, I have Harry and the Sorting Hat, Harry and Hedwig, Harry in his Quidditch uniform. The clock, the Weasley family clock, came from a Lit Joy crate. The clock calendar came from Hallmark. And then I have a limited edition Funko Pop Gilderoy Lockhart, Harry with the invisibility cloak, and a book vase that also came from Lit Joy. And this is the bottom shelf of my bookcase. I'm not going to pull out everything here because a lot of it is some coloring books, some photo albums, just some general keepsakes. I have The Cats of Lamu by Jack Coofer, The Golden Mare, The Firebird and the Magic Ring by Ruth Sanderson, Tutankhamun and the Golden Age of the Pharaohs by Zawi Hawass, One Giant Leap, Apollo 11 Remembered by Piers Bazzani. These are some books that I have sitting up on top of my desk. Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman, Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, The World That We Knew by Alice Hoffman, The Maidens by Alex Michaelides, The Dove Keepers The Museum of Extraordinary Things, and The Marriage of Opposites, all by Alice Hoffman. The Animals of Lockwood Manor by Jane Haley. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the Houghton Mifflin edition, but it is in a Nerdy Ink dust jacket. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, all in Nerdy Ink dust jackets. And I think this is a long enough video for one day. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. And I hope you all have a good evening. Thank you and bye.